Hello, soulmates. Welcome to Soul Baby Concepts. I'm Blessing, and today we're making this beautiful gown together. Please subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell to see more amazing content when we post them. All right, it's totally free, it's just a way of supporting this channel grow. Thank you. Okay, so let's get into the business of the day. We'll be using this crepe fabric for this tutorial, and I have 3 yards of it. Go ahead to draft out our basic bodies. We've already done that, but faintly, so we're going to just be emphasizing on the line. These are center front and center back. All right, we'll be drafting it side by side. So go ahead to emphasize on the line, just your major basic bodies, 3 by 3 neckline, your normal armhole, then your chest line, bust point. You draw your darts. While using darts of 1.5 inch, take out your dart allowance. Make sure it doesn't get to the hip line, and also you mark out your armhole curve, your waistline. That is that for the front. Then the back, we just go ahead to do the same thing for the back. The front is longer than the back by 1.5 inch because we'll be adding a bust dart of 1.5 inch to eliminate that. All right, so we'll also do a half inch control at the center back to eliminate zip bulge. All right, so we've done that already. So this is basically what we need to do. Okay, that's basically what we need to do. And now take out the darts. These darts, we're going to be cutting them out. So center front and center back. Our neck width is 3 by 3 for the front and 3 by 1 inch for the back. Then the length is longer by 1.5. The front is longer from the back by 1.5, which we eliminated by the side darts. All right, so we'll come to our chest line and mark 1 inch inward, and from outside we mark 1 inch. All right, from that shoulder line we just draw out our curve. Let it just be like it's a half cycle. All right, so when you place your curve rule, just mark it out. Well, at the point I felt it was not very accurate, the curve wasn't very accurate, so I had to just deviate and devise another means to ensure that it was very accurate. So that arrow just means cut on fold and cut straight. All right, so that's it. We eliminate that. So let's cut it now, eliminating the dart. We also eliminate that zip bulge. Remember, on this pattern there's no allowance. We're going to be adding all allowances to our main fabric. So we'll go ahead and cut it out, and please, the dart stops 2 inch away from your hem. 2 inch away your dart should stop. So in order to ensure that curve is accurate, I just marked to the center and went up by 2.5 around it. So mark 2.5 around, so it's going to be equal. It was actually 5 inch wide, so mark 2.5 around all, so that it's going to be equal, because I didn't feel like it was very uniform. So we now have a uniform curve. If you want yours not to be this deep, you can go up by the chest line. From the chest line, you can go by 1 inch and draw your curve. Or if you want to expose so much cleavage, you can go down a little by half or 1 inch. Then you draw out your curve. Just depending on how much exposure you want. If you want less exposure, you go up before drawing the curve. If you want more exposure, you go down before drawing the curve. So now we'll cut out that part. This is the yoke part, because it's going to come as a yoke and a lower piece. So just cut out the yoke carefully and trim out the curve you just drew, the half cycle. Remember, we're not using the inner line. We marked out the upper line, so that's what we'll be cutting out. So go ahead to trim it out carefully. All right, we'll trim that out carefully. Remember, we'll cut this piece on fold from the center front. So that's basically that for that. That's that. We'll go ahead now. So this is what it will look like. So let's go ahead to cut out our back piece. Remember, the back piece is 1.5 inch shorter than the front because of the side dart. But after eliminating the dart, the front and back will become equal. We also eliminate that that half inch we deducted from the zipper allowance from the center back. Remember, this doesn't have even a zipper allowance. We're going to be including it on the main fabric. All right, so place the front. I forgot that it has a back effect, a back waistline effect. So just place the two patterns equal from the hem and go up by 4 5 inch. I just decided to go down from my natural waistline, went down by 4 inch. Just go down from the waistline by 4 inch. That's okay. So I decided 4 inch was just perfect for me. I just went down by 4 inch. Then with a straight through, draw a V line straight down connecting to the hem. Alright. This is for both the front and the back pattern. I cut it together. Right, so we have two patterns, the front pattern and the back pattern, making sure that it's equal, because after eliminating the dart, it's going to the bust that is going to become equal. So you see side by side. So now we'll go ahead to cut it out on our main fabric. I've added 1 inch for the zipper allowance. As you can see, we've notched it. So this is 1 inch for zip allowance, and also I've added 1 inch for seam allowance, ½ inch at the shoulder point, and ½ inch also at the hem to join it to the skirt part. So this is basically how to cut out the pattern for the back. Remember, we've not really eliminated our dart, so I wanted to sew out the dart at first, but the time I changed my mind. So this is also the pattern for the front piece. We also added ½ inch all around, and we have not added any sew allowance at the armhole side. We didn't add any allowance because it's going to be sleeveless. All right, there was no allowance there, so just cut it exactly. You cut on fold, and this is it for it. All right, so we're cutting out two pieces of this. So we're gonna head to cut out the lining piece and the main piece. So we'll sew down the neckline this way, and please notch around all curve lines, and also this open keyhole, sew it out this way, and also cover the armhole. We'll close it in. All right, and turn it out from the arm, from the shoulder line. You can turn it out from the shoulder line. All right, so just turn it out from there after sewing. All right, so I'll go to my machine now and show you what it looks like after stitching. So we decided to just close the darts on the pattern, so we'll not have a dart on the fabric. All right, but every dress should have a dart. Just is either you close it on the pattern and not have it on the actual fabric. So we decided to close it on the pattern. So now it's closed, and we'll go ahead to reshape original our original fabric to this shape, adding all our allowances: ½ inch at the hem and at the upper part, then 1 inch on at the side. All right, for sewing allowance. So that's for that. And this is the back piece. All pieces will cut. So we went ahead to cut out lining piece for them. So this is the front piece and the lining piece, the back and the lining piece. The lining piece was short, so added little fabric to make sure it was complete. So for the back piece, we've gone ahead to turn the back piece from the neckline, the zipper side, the side, and the armhole. Let me show you what it looks like inside out. So this is inside out. This is the zipper, this is the armhole, and the neckline. Remember to notch all curve edges. Very important. When you sew, you notch, please, to enable you to turn out effectively. So this is the result what we have, and this is the yoke. We're gonna head to sew all the parts and leaving open just the shoulder and the center front. All right, so, and this is the piece for the front piece also. So we attach it this way and cover it up with the other one. Just notch the center, place it together, and sew with a straight line by ½ inch. All right, that's the exact allowance you added. If you add 1 inch, you sew out by 1 inch, but we added ½ inch, so we're sewing out by ½ inch. And cover the side too. You sew the side too, and I'll show you what it looks like. We've gone ahead to sew the sides and sew the yoke to the main dress. All right, so you see the finishing is nice. Always iron, very important as you're sewing. It helps you to have a nice looking work. So that's that for this part. So we're just going to go ahead now to attach the back piece to the front piece, and also measure out our skirt piece. All right, the pattern, the fabric we're going to be using for our lower parts of our dress is going to be gathers actually. So now this is the fabric we'll be using for the lower part of our dress, that's the gathers part. So it's supposed to be your waist measurements times 3 to give you a minimum effect of the the gathers, all right, fullness. But if you want it very full, you can do your waist measurement times 4, your round waist times 4. So, but what I have after measuring is just 80-inch, which is not up to my waist measurement times 3. As I said earlier, we just have 3 yards of fabric, so we'll be using it like that. Our advice for a size 8 person, just use 3.5 for this dress if you want it to be long as mine to the ground, all right. So but we'll be using it like that. So go ahead to gather our 80-inch. We have a length of around 40-inch or thereabout, including allowance for hemming, all right. So go ahead to gather the skirt part and attach it to the upper bodice and show you what it looks like. So we're going ahead to attach it now to our upper bodies, the back piece to the front piece, and the skirt part to the upper bodies. What we have to do now is just attach our zip at the allowance. You ironed it out to enable us to attach it correctly and show you what it looks like. Now this is the final result of our dress. I'm so excited about the results. Hope you like this dress. Remember to subscribe on this channel and also turn on the notification bell to see more valuable content when we post them. Thank you for supporting this channel. We love you all. Bye.